How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? A lot is going on. Um, Also, there's a lot going on my side. I'm actually traveling, so I don't really have time. I have to get time in between the traveling between four continents in a couple of days. Anyways, so we need to talk about this issue of why South Africans being happy about the ambassador, the South African ambassador to the United States being expelled. I made that video. A lot of you folks commented on that video. And what I started to realize is that a lot of you comment on videos without even watching the videos. It's actually quite it's actually quite tiring, because I can see that if you actually had watched the video, you wouldn't be having the comments that you are having. But since you are having the comments that you are having, it's clear to me that you didn't watch the video. That you just saw the title, and you were triggered, and then you just came to react. So let me explain to you what I meant in that video by white folks being happy that the ambassador has been expelled. A few days before I made that video, I made a video reacting to the ambassador being recalled. And I did like 15 minutes condemning the ambassador's actions. I condemned them without any equivocation, without any qualification. And I did say that the United States government was justified in recalling him. And I condemned him thoroughly and severally in terms of his actions and his words. And I even went deep into some of the words that he was saying were so inappropriate that they can't be justified, firstly. Secondly, in the video where I'm saying that white South Africans are excited that he's being recalled, I go to that also several times, condemning his actions. And what I intended to say there, which clearly was missed, is that a lot of fair-minded South Africans, if not all fair-minded South Africans, they understand what happened there. That guy went there, he misrepresented us. In Washington, he represented us badly, and hence he shut on his pants. We can all acknowledge that. We can all acknowledge that. And but what I was saying is that you guys are not just saying that he deserved to be expelled. I was saying that white South Africans are giddy about it. They are gloating over it. They are not behaving like people who want the best interest of South Africa. It seems to me consistent to the behavior of white South Africans is that you are excited that this confirms your bias that black people can't govern. That is the point that I was making, that you are not being disappointed and being heartbroken that someone went out to the world and embarrassed the country, but you are actually gloating over it. And your comments online, including the comments that I've seen on my channel, shows that you guys are gloating over it. Meaning that you don't have the best interest of the country. You don't have the same disappointment, and we are not being aggrieved as most of us are. In fact, you are giddy about it. It's more of serves you right kind of attitude. It doesn't seem like you are in Team South Africa. That's the point I was making. That a lot of white South Africans are so obsessed with their hatred of the ANC that they don't even know what it means to be proudly South African because of their obsession with the hatred of the ANC and ANC leaders. And this comes from someone who has never in my life voted for the ANC. And I've already made 2 or 3 videos asking white South Africans, what do you want? Because your criticism of the ruling party, as I've said in the videos I've made in the past, are not just merely an issue of disagreement on policies. It seems to me that it's deep hatred. That is where the comment of saying that white South Africans are happy that the ambassador has been dismissed. It's that you guys are happy, you are giddy, you are gloating, you are more like, I told you so. It's your attitude and your actions and your words don't appear as if you are in the same team as Team South Africa. Because if something like that, such a shameful thing like that happens, the only thing that we can do as South Africans is to be so ashamed of what happened. But I don't expect us to be giddy about it. But you folks are giddy about it. You're excited. You are happy. That is what I'm saying. That's what that video was about. And then I hear a lot of you here in the comments are saying, race card this, red card that. The reason why we are talking about race is because your representatives went to the world and lied about race relations in South Africa. This is the only reason we're talking about race. I hate talking about race personally. I absolutely hate it. I think there are more important things to talk about than talk about race. I'm trying my utmost best to work hard, work long hours to make sure that my kids get ahead and to make sure that I leave my kids in a better place. I'm interested in legacy building. I'm not interested in all this bullshit about race. I'm not interested in that. And the reason why we're talking about race is because even your comments in my videos, you are praising the AfriForum. You're saying AfriForum, you stand with AfriForum. The AfriForum is busy dividing us on the basis of race, and the reason why we're talking about race is to refute the issue that you guys are oppressed in South Africa, which you are not oppressed in South Africa on the basis of race. And this is the reason why we are making race-based videos. And then you come here, you have audacity to tell us to not talk about race. Are you high? Are you out of your mind? None of us would have any reason to be talking about race if you guys didn't go to the world and lie to the world about race relations in South Africa. This is the only reason why I'm talking about race. And I hate talking about race. Yeah, so... And I stand by my comments that I made earlier that white South Africans are the most racist white people I've ever met in my life. And I've met all kinds of white people. I've met white Europeans, white Americans, and I said to you, hillbillies, rednecks, all kinds of white people. And those people are very nice people and very friendly people who are not obsessed with race. The white people who are the most obsessed with race are white South Africans, in my experience. And they are the most racist white people that I've come across in my life. And I've been around the block. And so your comments about... let's not talk about race. Why are we even talking about race now? It's because of you. That's why we are talking about race. Many other issues that are important, that are of greater importance that we could be talking about. And the reason why we're talking about race now is because we have a major conflict with one of the major superpowers in the world, because your leaders, the people that you are paying monthly premiums to, the AfriForum and Solidarity, went to the White House and lied about the race relations. We're in this quagmire because your leaders went there and lied about race. So cut the bullshit about telling us that let's not talk about the race card. The reason why we're talking about race is because of white South Africans. You are responsible for this mess. Anyways, so I just wanted to be no confusion about what I meant by the white South Africans are happy that the South African ambassador to the United States has been dismissed. But what I meant by that is that you guys are giddy about this. You are gloating about it. You are excited about it. You don't appear to be having the best interest of South Africa in your hearts. This issue should be making you at least disappointed, maybe angry. Everyone is angry. And ashamed, yes. That's a relevant response. But the amount of excitement that you guys are showing confirms the suspicions that I've been hearing, that you think that just as your leader, Ernst Roets, or was, if I'm not saying his name incorrect, was saying in the Tucker Carlson interview that black people are incapable of handling democracy. That's what he said. And clearly it seems to me that you guys believe that black people are unable to govern. Because every single failure by black leaders seems to be an opportunity for you to gloat. That, oh, this is a confirmation that South Africa was better in the hands of white people. That's the only conclusion that I can come to. You are not trying to find solutions. You are not being saddened by this mess that we're in. Instead, you are gloating over it. That's what I'm saying. And also cut the bullshit about calling anyone who doesn't agree with you as some ANC groupie. Cut the crap about that. I've never voted for the ANC in my life. I don't agree with the ANC on almost 80% of the issues. I probably agree with the ANC 20% if I'm being generous. So cut the bullshit. Just have better arguments. We are calling you out for your lies. You are not oppressed. Cut the bullshit. You are just not oppressed. Anyways, yeah, that's that for now. See you next time.